Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my preview and analysis of the 2019 Week 2 NFL matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, based on what Pittsburgh did or didn't do last week, a lot of people would feel that, well, Seattle could go in and annihilate the Steelers. I don't believe that's going to happen. I think this is really a game right now. It's about redemption for the Steelers. Steelers are going to be at home. Of course, they were demoralized in that Week 1 matchup. Connor got just like 21 yards rushing. I think he's going to get a lot more in this particular matchup. It's just really about, can the Steelers really be that pitiful for consecutive weeks? They're a very resilient team. They generally don't lose two in a row. You look at Seattle, though. Okay, they played well last week, granted, but they just barely got by a Cincinnati Bengal team that really could very well finish under 500 this season. The Seattle is just 1-5 at Pittsburgh in the last 6 games. They have not had the best success going in there. Now, I know they got Clowney. I know their defense is still good. It might not be great during that time, when they had Chancellor and Richard Sherman, and they had all these big name players. But the thing about this team as well is that you look at this game, and the Steelers only had 32 rushing yards the previous week, and you figure they're definitely, it's almost without a doubt, I'm not a medium or a prophet, but it would be safe to say that they're going to get more than that this week. I think they will get at least 100 yards rushing. I think the key for them is just some ball control, dominate time of possession. It seems like last week the receivers just weren't in sync with Roethlisberger, whether it was a cohesion or chemistry problem or what have you. There was some analyst that was criticizing the Steelers receivers for not even setting picks or whatever else that they were supposed to do, which isn't, of course, showing up in the statistical columns, so to speak. But the thing about this too is, you go into New England and you get basically pummeled. Now the Steelers are going to be at home in this particular game, and again, as I stated before, they're a very resilient bunch. I don't see the Steelers losing back to back, and being at home against a Seattle team, which is good but not great. I think they can get this done. As John Madden, legendary coach John Madden, had said one time, that you're never as bad as your worst game. You're never as good as your best game. You're generally somewhere in the middle. And for me to think that the Steelers are going to go score, just 3 points again, like whatever they did last week, that minuscule amount of points ahead, would just be preposterous. I don't see them being that bad in consecutive weeks. I do like in this particular matchup, but Ben Roethlisberger had some errant passes last week. I don't think that's going to happen this week. I believe that they're going to regroup and rebound, and they should be able to beat the Seattle Seahawks in a competitive matchup. So I'm going to take the Steelers to win this one in a close battle against the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle with Russell Wilson will keep this game. Him alone will make this game relatively competitive, but I think the Steelers are going to be very fired up and a little bit angry, considering what they did or didn't do the previous week, and they're going to be at home. I'm going to take the Steelers to win this one at home. Well, anyway, people, and until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.